Hey guys, it's me.
What's up, Speaker here, aka GamerGirl69. GamerGirl69. Aw. Anyway, I'm here showing you this TF2 commentary. I want to talk about something that happened to me this weekend that I thought was pretty funny. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. But I want to talk to you about school propaganda and dads. Right, so Saturday I had to go to my school. I go to an IT tech school, right, and mostly computer tech related stuff going on. And so I had this big booth set up where I was pretty much like overclocking a GPU, doing benchmarks. I mean, cool looking stuff that you never do in the school, first of all, stuff that we never ever do. We're all up like into like deciding like IP addresses for domains and like setting up a boring ass Active Directory servers and that kind of shit that nobody cares about. Nobody even knows what that means. And no, we're never doing fun, interesting, cool things like that. It's purely propaganda. It's just to get people to be like, oh yeah, that school looks fantastic. I'm gonna join. I sure do like graphics cards. Well, if that's what you think, I mean, sorry to bust your bubble, but you're gonna be disappointed. Anyway, so I'm setting up this booth, right, and we have to be there at 8 o'clock in the morning, which implies me getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. Nobody wants to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. Nobody does. It's just not the way the world works, and frankly, I don't know who decides on, like, the hours that we have to do this kind of stuff on, but they're detached from reality completely. Nobody wants to come to school at 8 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. It's just the way the world works. Just write that down somewhere. Keep that in your journal, because it's pretty useful to know. Actually, no, there is one type of person that really likes to get up very fucking early on Saturday mornings. Old people. They love this kind of stuff. They love going to these school propaganda things where they can see young people about to change the world, young people learning and there to explain to them all these weird, unusual, cool things that they don't know anything about. But the thing is that I'm a terrible person. Yes, I'm a terrible person because I hate having to talk to people at 6 o'clock in the morning. Well, 8 o'clock in the morning, let's be fair, on a Saturday. I can't. I'm a bad person. If when an old woman comes over to me like, hey Sonny, is that a computer? I'm like, yes ma'am, that is indeed a computer. And she's like, I don't know anything about computers. Would you tell me what a computer does? I sincerely want to shoot myself in the face. I just can't. I'm not built for it. I'm not made to. I can't. I'm sorry. And I feel terrible because these people are genuinely nice. They actually care. They come over and they congratulate us on stuff that they don't even understand. It's very sweet. And you know what? Those old people, I'd take them any day. Compared to what follows, damn, they're really nice. Genuinely nice. But you know what really grinds my gears? Dads. Fucking dads. Fathers. Family guys. They are the worst. It's because they have this manly pride, see? They're the one that fixes the remote. They're the one that sets up the television. They're the one who opens those hard-to-open jars of pickles. See, they have this manly pride that they need to conserve and prove to their family when they're in this kind of domain, when they're this area, full of people who are actually specialized in everything to do with IT and tech, that they are still the alpha of the family. And they will show you that this dude who's actually studying in this domain has no fucking idea what he's talking about. So this random guy comes over, right, and he has a family of 4. His poor wife is holding this squirming, annoying toddler, and there's 2 preteen kids that'd rather be at home watching cartoons than eating sugary cereal. But no, this man, he decided today was going to be dedicated to his manliness. No, he was here to show his wife what an alpha he was. What an alpha he still is. Tonight, he was getting laid. So he piled his entire family into his minivan, and off to the ETML he was. He was here to prove what a man he is. So he bends over and checks out the computer that was on my desk. The side panel was open, you could see all the components. He looks at all this, murmurs out of the corner of his mouth, yeah, that's one of those PCI things. And he realizes nobody's listening to him, so he stands up straight, arches his back, and he's like, yeah, that's one of those PCIe 3.0 things. Yeah, that's it's to drive that NVIDIA thing. It was written across the board, PCIe 3.0, in big white letters. He was obviously just reading the thing, but he had to prove that he knew something. So I, realizing that this guy, he really needed to get laid. So I confirm, yes, that is indeed a PCI 3E 3.0. It's It's been a standard since 2010. He's like, nah, that's pretty new, actually. That's like some high-tech stuff, man. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to run that NVIDIA thing. I'm like, okay, man. He's like, yeah, but that motherboard, oh god, you don't need that thing. That thing's expensive. That thing is so expensive. It's a $90 pretty standard motherboard. But instead of contradicting him, I bowed before him. I pledged allegiance to his cause. No, this man was the absolute alpha. This man's wife, struggling with a toddler, who just wanted to get the hell out of here. No, she had to realize what a man she has. She has to realize how lucky she is. Victory was his. He backed up, a wide smirk across his face, grabbed his daughter's hand, and dragged her over to the next booth. Poor struggling mom, following in his lead. Dads, man. This happened so many times during the day. I kid you not. This guy was in no way an exception. So many men drag their entire families over just to prove how manly they are when it comes to computers. God, I just don't get it. Well, that must be because I'm just a poor, sad little beta. I wish someday I can be as manly as them. But all jokes aside, guys, stop dragging your entire family over to these conventions when they obviously don't want to be there. How about take that squirming beast from your wife sometime, and that would probably get you laid a lot more often. Anyway, this is going to wrap up this rant commentary kind of video. Tell me in the comments below if you actually enjoy this kind of stuff, because I really don't know. I'm kind of still searching for the absolute direction this channel is going to go. I don't know if I should stay specific, like rant kind of things with like consistent gameplay in the background, or do lots of diverse gameplays, commentaries, or tons of different stuff. I'm not exactly sure, so if I could have your feedback on that, that would help me out a lot. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, and have a good one. Until next time, Speaker, signing off.